just learned something so profound this week, and I wanted to share it with you. So I'm not, I'm not trying to come at you with, I'm this super intelligent guy. I'm so great. You should listen to me because I know everything. That's absolutely not true at all, right? I'm 48 years old. I've been going through life, kind of smashing my head against the wall along the way. I quit everything I ever did. Starting from school, going to taekwondo when I was a kid. We moved, I quit. I was in soccer, I quit. My first job, I quit, right? And I just started to just quit things, quit relationships, started like dating girls and even like junior high, but mostly in high school, like 16 years old, you start dating and I quit, right? And I always did that. And I quit every job. I quit every business I started. I quit everything that I ever did. And this past Wednesday, I found out why. And it really kind of blew my mind. Like I was sitting there at my counselor because, by the way, I was about to quit my relationship that I'm in right now. I was looking for a way out. I was already talking to people and trying to find out if I could maybe stay there for a little bit, until I found something else. And, literally this is what was going on with me. And we're going to marriage counseling. My wife and I have been going to marriage counseling for 2 years. Every Wednesday at 2, we go to marriage counseling. And we're in there, and our counselor is amazing, and it was my turn to do dialogue, and I was starting to kind of dig a little bit, and I just started to kind of talk about how I quit everything. I quit everything, and what's going on, because we had talked about this, and I told her, this is where I'm at. This is what I kind of want to do, and I'm a little scared, but I need to tell you this because I'm ready to go. And in the meantime, I started talking about how I quit everything. I always quit. I always quit. I always quit. I always quit. And then I said, I quit because I'm trying to preserve. It's self-preservation that I'm doing. Self-preservation. I don't think I've ever heard that before. I might have. I read a lot of books and I listen to podcasts and stuff like that. I certainly might have, but it never stood out to me on that. And it started to bother me, that it was like self-preservation. So that's why I do it. Like I'm going to leave this relationship and break it down before you hurt me. I'm just going to leave. I don't even care if you keep all my stuff. I'm just going to leave and I'll go start over again because I can do that. And now I've got a track record of doing it a lot. So, I'm pretty much thinking the same thing now. I'll just do it again. The thing that stinks is we've been together for 11 and a half years. And this has been a constant thought in my head. I'll just leave. I'll just get out of here. Let me just run away. Everything's always like run away. And I'll just go I'll find another girl that wants me, blah, blah, blah. And that lie has kept me locked in a prison of my mind that even though I'm saying I want to be the best that I can be and, I'm talking this stuff and, writing it down and everything, the root of everything that I do is self-preservation. Does it make me feel good? If I start to work out, that makes me feel good. If I start to get healthier, it makes me feel good. If I go for walks, it makes me feel good, right? So on the days if I don't feel like doing it, I don't, right? And, you justify it, and it's okay. Hey, give me a break. I need to freaking do everything every day, all the time, right? I mean, what do I do on my worst day is what really matters. And that's the truth. Like, what will I accept in my life? Like, what is the least amount that I'll do today and accept it as okay that I did that right? And on those days that I push myself a little bit further, well, those are the days that I'm gonna excel. Those are the days I'm gonna have new conversations, meet new people, right? When I just do the basics of my daily habits, okay, then that's what I'm gonna get is the basics. So the self-preservation has awakened me to realize that, well, it's funny I just said realize, because that's really the next thing, is I'm watching Ed Milet and JP Sears. Brilliant people, right? Both of them are brilliant. And JP Sears is talking about how really there's two different pathways in life. There's self-preservation, and then there's self-realization. What he said about self-preservation is that it's gratification. It's self-gratification, right? So gratifying ourselves means that we do something now to gratify, right? I want to feel good now, so I'm going to eat a pizza because I love the taste of pizza, right? I want to have a donut because I want a donut, so I'm going to eat it. I like sweet. I like that. I want that taste in my mouth right now because it feels good to me. But the truth with gratification is it's something that feels good now, but causes pain later on. It makes things worse later on, right? Where when you're when you're working and you're living your life to chase happiness, which most of us will say, I'm chasing happiness, but it's really gratification. It makes me feel good to think that I'm learning something. Because I read this book, I feel like I'm changing, right? But if I don't do the things in that book, if you read a book and they freaking tell you to stop and you don't, how many times I've done that, right? You're reading a book and it says stop and write this down. I'm like, right, yeah, I'll do that later. I just read, right? Because I want to read the book. My goal is to finish the book. I started and I want to finish it, right? I finished some stuff. I'm going to finish this damn book. If you finish the book, you go to the seminar, you watch the webinar, you go and you do all these things and you learn, but you don't do them, we're gratifying ourselves that it feels good, that we're at least doing something, and that's learning. That's the easy stuff to do. That's self-gratification. It's not gratifying to have to cold call people. It's not gratifying to do the work that's you need to do. You can make it that way, but then it's still gratification, right? When you're in self-realization, that's when we are living life to fulfill that happiness. When you're living life to fulfill happiness, what we do is we do the hard things, the disciplined things that are uncomfortable today, to have amazing happiness later, right? That's chasing happiness, not self-gratification. Self-gratification feels good today, has pain later. And self-realization is painful now and feels great later. That's chasing happiness.